Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright, it's Jill here. So we have finished the crystals, chakras, and meditation course. It was a pleasure to be able to speak about crystals for such a long period of time and have people actually receptive to, the information that I'm sharing. So today is March 3rd, 17th, sorry. There is a full moon coming up in 11 days, a full moon in Libra. I haven't done a full moon post or, on the Instagram or on the website blog in I feel like it's been almost a year. I just kind of stopped posting about it. I started moving on to posting about the chakras. I didn't want to post about the chakras and the moon at the same time. Not that you can't, but I know my focus. So I just focused on the chakras for a little bit. And now I think I'm ready to get back into speaking on the moon and transits that are happening currently and which crystals, which signs can use that will best benefit, or any sign for that. I have here one of my favorite books for the stars and things, the Astrologer's Handbook, with complete instructions for interpreting any natal chart and step-by-step instructions for casting your own charts. So this book I actually found on eBay kind of in this condition maybe 2 years ago. I got it in a bundle pack with the Astrology for Dummies book, and when people see it they laugh, but it is very handy and it's very simplistic. This is thick and there's not a lot of pictures, it's very wordy. But the other book, it really does break it down nice. So that's what I usually use to reference, since they do have a specific list in there. But this goes more in depth of every transit. It'll tell you about the houses, Pluto in the 7th house, Pluto in the 8th house. It's very in depth. So the moon in Libra, let's see what some of that's about. So when you have a moon in Libra, you have a strong sensitivity to the attitudes and reaction of others. So in astrology, let's take a small step back. The moon represents a person's type of immediate emotional response to life situations. The moon position also shows the kind of attitude that were instilled in the individual by family and childhood. In what manner early experiences have colored the emotional outlook determines how the person is likely to react to external influences and the actions of others. Determines how the person conducts home life and the type of relationship with the mother or woman in general. Your moon indicates how the person responds to public at large. It suggests attitudes in everyday affairs. Indicator of eating habits and food preferences. So Libra is ruled by Venus, and we'll get into that right after we talk about what the moon in Libra means in astrology. So a strong sensitivity to the attitudes and reactions of others, especially marriage partners and close work partners. They find vulgarity displeasing. I have a Libra sun, and I do find vulgarity very displeasing. They're easily upset by inharmonious relationships. Hey, for the Libra. Ooh, let's get into it. So you need to start moving your way out of whatever relationship that you don't need to be in for this full moon, which have an adverse effect on their health. I can see that, because when you think about how everything starts as a thought, and if you're not doing something wrong, I feel like especially as a Libra, there's action for every reaction, equal reaction, because the scale. So if something's getting weighed down, then I know in some way it's gonna have to, So it's the longer I stay in this disharmony on the outside, it's gonna create a disharmony on the inside. It's gonna manifest into something that's gonna damage your health physically. So there is charm and elegance in their personal appearance and mannerisms. Their homes are generally places of beauty. I just moved and I realized I see the Libra coming out as I furnish and even buy small things. I was buying silverware, but I bought fake gold-plated silverware. Unnecessary. But it looks cool. Anyway. Their homes are generally places of beauty and often gatherings for social activities. Yeah, I like opening my house to my friends mostly, to just, have it as a space for people to come, be with the vibes, chill, enjoy, explore. These people are courteous, gracious, and kind to everyone because their emotional well-being depends on the approval of others. I'm not in that place anymore, but I can see if you're around people constantly, then yeah, I can see you kind of want their approval. On the negative side, not that wasn't the negative side. These people are courteous, gracious, and kind to everyone. Okay. On the negative side, there is a tendency to be easily influenced without due consideration for the value of the action or attitude that is adopted. If you're overthinking Libra, then I guess unless you're super charmed up in the moment, you're probably going to overthink it. That's with me and the lack of being able to make decisions quickly. I'm too busy thinking about all the possible outcomes of the situation once your action is made. This moon position can give ability in public relations. It also gives a partnership link to the parents, especially the mother. If the moon is afflicted in Libra, dependence on others for emotional security may be indicated. The book I got with the other book, Astrology for Dummies. Kind of thick, but it's a little more spaced out. They've got little icons, so it doesn't, it comes off nice. Alright, so there's a section in here that deals with the full moon, and it talks about some things to expect. Full moon. Alright, so it has the different phases of the moon. So when you're in the full moon, it says a time of illumination when ongoing situations come to a head and major events take place. It's recommended to assess your progress. Emotions will run high and things come to fruition. Make adjustments, deal with the fallout. So if there's something that you need to cut out in this time, go on ahead and I'm going to take some notes. Use that full moon energy to chop it. If you need to grab onto some crystals to do that. So that's basically the goal here. Based on what is suggested to do for this full moon, you are paying energetically. So we're going to have some crystals that's going to help with letting go and releasing. I'm getting Amethyst. Amethyst helps you create new habits and release old ones. So it's good for like peace, good rest, protection. Okay. So let's see what this book says about moon in Libra. Indulge yourself in others. Yeah, I want to say like you can do like a fashion show, photo shoot. So any type of beauty, glamour, fun. And for that, I think we should do some Venus rule stones for that, because that's emerald, and I think maybe sodalite and lapis lazuli. I just know Venus because I'm a Libra, so that's what I know. I can't rattle off every planet and crystals that go with it. Moon in Libra. It says get married. Alright, yeah, selenite, reconciliation. Okay. So if your moon in your sun sign, your personal power is at high tide. You are your most charismatic self during these few days, making them a fine time to schedule interviews, blind dates, or anything that requires being your best. Right. Be your best. Use your charm, compliment yourself and loved ones, honestly. Period. Angel aura, even rhodonite. That's good for passion, joy. I think rose quartz is also ruled by Venus, so we'll throw her in there. Good one for unconditional love, compassion, peace. Okay, so when the moon is opposite your sun sign, so if you're in Aries, this would be for you. Your personal power is weak. You are at the beck and call of others. Your plans are likely to be scuttled or interrupted. Expect interference and schedule accordingly. Okay, so Libras, you really want to take advantage of these days, surrounding days, day before, day after. Your most charismatic self. Yeah, so if you need to schedule anything, you need to speak to someone that you might be nervous, some type of opportunity you want to get at, go ahead and work towards that. Communicating to anyone, any opportunity, or meeting and talking up yourself, you know. If you can get an interview in. You can even do like make your own, you know, content for yourself or your business or whatever. But that has a lot to do with you at the forefront. So I'm not sure the house of this time. So yeah, I started using crystals. Someone was like, oh, you should try meditating with them. And I was like, oh, I do meditate with them. She was like, oh, you should try something. And I was like, I do that. So she was like, okay, we'll take this deck. So I was gifted this deck. It's pretty cool. It'll just pair the crystals with tarot cards. Regular, standard. I think it goes by coins. We have coins in this one. So what I'll do is I'll just, you know, think about the full moon energy. Full moon in Libra, Sunday, March 28th at 6:48 in Libra at 8 degrees and 18 minutes. Soda light, that's what I mentioned. Let's see if soda light is ruled by Venus. Let's get into Venus a little bit too, since that's what rules the Libra. Okay, so soda light is like a blue. Sometimes it'll have white stripes. It is ruled by Venus. It is a receptive crystal. The element is water, which also has to do with our emotions. You know, moon reflects the tides. We're mostly made of water, so we have a heavy underfluence of the moon. The moon influences us heavily. Alright, another card is that Ametrine. I'm not familiar with it. Okay, so I got Gem Celica and the Queen of Cups. Never used that crystal. Sodalite, I have one nearby. I will show it. I like my crystals raw, so I have one of those I can show. And Ametrine. Ametrine, I know, is Citrine and Amethyst. I want to say it grows like that naturally, but again, I do not have too much experience. Look at my here. Oh, I remember Gem Silica. It's in one of these books a lot. The same book I found the Azurite in, where it's good to be in grids that you use on your chakras for chakra healing. So let me see if I can get Gem Silica in here. Gem Celica. Enhanced communication, connection with goddess energies, clairvoyance, joy, peace. So we have some similarities already. Enhanced communication we were talking about before. Communicating to anyone, any opportunity, any type of interview. So that's a great stone for that. We were talking about just indulging in joy or peace, happiness with rhodonite and angel aura quartz. Angel aura, yeah, and rhodonite. So Gem Celica works well with the throat chakra, the heart chakra, and the third eye. So your chakras here, ruled by water and wind. Okay, heals the aura and emotional body, aids in communication, facilitates deep link with the goddess, clairvoyance, prophecy, and mediumship. Okay, so if you really want to tap in, I would say go ahead and get some gem silica, or even because it's got like a blue color here, so you can use that for communication, for creative expression, anything throat chakra and third eye. So your intuition, your clairvoyance, which is when you like see things basically intuitively. Your intuitive vision is clairvoyancy. So that is the Queen of Cups. Oh, Cups is water. And I know the Queen is relative to emotions and just recognizing your emotions and feeling them out. You know, not ignoring your emotions, but letting them be at the forefront. And reacting, not overreacting, but reacting righteously according to the emotions, which can have to do with chopping at unnecessary relationship or energy connection that you don't benefit from. Okay, Page of Coins. Page is like a childlike, kind of immature type of energy, and coins is the earth element in the tarot, and it has to do with tangible things, physical things. Page of Coins with the soda light. Soda light. She's soda light. Boom. Soda light. Yeah, it has like some white, some black in there. This is the Angel Aura Quartz I was mentioning. It's a very not so quartzy rose quartz. Ametrine, solar plexus, and your crown chakra. The elements are wind and fire. Mental clarity, spiritual clarity, decisiveness. Oh, shucks. You know them indecisive Libras, honey. Go off with it. So that's an automatic. Ametrine helps with decision making or decisiveness. One facilitates attuning to divine inspiration and acting on inner guidance. Ooh, we like that. Aids in overcoming fear and insecurity, finding on one's own power. So this ametrine, it's with judgment. Ooh, interesting for a Libra. Okay. Finding one's own power. Enhanced brain function. Overcome fear. I like that part for this because I feel like most of the times we're not able to let go of a certain relationship or situation because we have a fear or insecurity that we're either not going to find something that's as fulfilling, or, you know, that's the best person for us, or whatever reason, you know, we're just not sure how we'll be without that energy. But this is kind of reminding you that you have your own power and you can tune into some divine inspiration to know, you know, whether or not that person or situation is for you. Act on inner guidance. I like that amateur in there. Divine inspiration. So that's going to really help you take advantage of that energy during that full moon time period, you know. All right. I won't go this time too much into the other meanings of the card. Judgment, I would say, has to do with similar, like balancing out, like using your own judgment to know what your energy and value is worth. Like, are you going to start as the moon is full? So are you going to begin this cycle giving into things that you shouldn't? Or are you going to use your better judgment and find out, if I give my energy to this, you know, I'm growing. If I give my energy to that, not so much. So, you know, use the scales and determine where you're putting things. Is that benefiting you? You know, and make sure you're doing right for you first. Yeah, there's this thing as being selfish, but if you're not doing the right for you, then it's going to be I'll say if once you start doing right for you, it's going to be a lot easier to do right and help others the way that you know you really want to. So the more you have for yourself, the more you're freely able to give out and hand out and share and help with others. Period. So with that being said, I might have the blog up by the time this video goes up. Probably so. I see someone I want to meditate with just went live, so I'm gonna hop off of here and go join that live, and look out for the full moon blog posts on the website and on the Instagram page. And when this goes up, there will be a promotion for a citrine necklace. You can get a free citrine necklace with any purchase. Citrine is a good crystal for Libras as well. It's good for manifestation, abundance, tapping into your resources, both physical and non-physical, your inner and outer resources. It's a solar plexus crystal, so it's good for your ego, power, physical energy. It's about your connection to the sun, maintaining your connection to the sun, fulfilling that. Just being able to use the yellow energy and color and vibration for healing and abundance and manifestation. So any necklace that you purchase, you will get a free little one of these for I'm willing to do it for a week. So we'll say from the start of the full moon, March 28th, until it's April. April 4th. Holy snap. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Follow me on Instagram at JilysCrystals. I have my shop on Etsy, JilysCrystals. I don't know. And that's it for now. Subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend, make a comment. I'm always open for questions, comments, concerns, confusions. And thank you again. Peace and love.